to join us and stay out of pocket. Out of pocket.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Out of Pocket Experience. Got the 3-pack with us right now, the tripod. Got Angel and my boy J Bob with us. Time to make some magic happen, talk about some crazy shit. Florida laws going wild. Got some corrections. We got a Tate fan in here. Let us know right now in the comments here at the beginning of the video which one of us you think it is. Let us know if you think it's all three of us. Is it all three of us?
Comment that right now before you finish.
Like and subscribe. Check out our Instagram, Twitter.
Does that say semen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says semen.
kind of fridge is
Simon,
that?
depends on how you want to pronounce it.
What kind of fridge is that?
Alrighty. Like and subscribe. Check out our Twitter and shit. Got Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Let us know any topics you guys want us to talk about, anything you want us to get into. I'm sitting with my boy Angel, sitting with my boy J-Bob. I'm with you, Nick. Let's get out of pocket.
Let's do it.
What do you guys want to talk about today?
Let's start off with Florida. We talked about it like 2 episodes about how they're going to vote on open carry laws.
Open carry laws.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about this because there's a lot of fine lines.
Anybody here open carry?
You can't open carry legally right now.
Yeah.
And no, like, you could carry a gun with you, but it can't be on your hip where everybody can see.
Yeah, I don't even there's not even places, even if you could carry, you could go into with.
That's what I'm saying. Businesses can still refuse you, but you could be like walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that gets me about this law. Like, is it about because concealed carry is something way different.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Way different.
Oh, shit. No, don't do all that. Alrighty. Back to what we were talking about, though. I mean, no, Second Amendment here in Florida, bro. We're going to have to fucking, open carry for everybody here in Florida is going to be way more dangerous than we think. Honestly, people are going to be ready to fire at all times. The cops are already gun-toting and shooting everybody as it is.
Yeah, but everyone's already ready to fire. That's the thing that gets me is that they have their guns already, but they have concealed carry license where they can carry it, and you would never know that they have it. Now that you're just, they're going to legalize open carry,
Well, that's what I'm saying. People who do open carry will get the pump fake because everybody's going to sit there and try to draw. They've been licensed. Taking the class, they already know how to use their firearm. They're always going to sit there and pull it on any time they feel dangerous.
Imagine your parking spot gets taken and you just get shot at.
Exactly, bro. But it's happened in traffic. People get
road rage.
I mean, they just sit there. Yeah, road rage incidents.
On top of that, it's Florida, dude. Have you been on the fucking streets of Florida?
Everybody
driving.
does.
Everyone fucking sucks ass at driving.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, bro. Speaking of that, this whole thing that's going on that started today, bro, is so fucking stupid. There's so much traffic and everything, bro.
Bro,
it's so annoying, bro.
Homeless people can open carry.
Where are they going to get the gun?
If they don't,
That's what I'm saying.
They're going to get the cheapest gun, bro. That shit's going to get jammed.
If they could get a gun because they don't have any no priors.
To be
they
honest,
just are homeless. They go buy a gun and then now they're just robbing people and getting away with it till they get arrested.
I don't see a problem with it, to be honest. Because, bro,
you don't see a problem. You just want to be able to shoot that guy.
No, it's not even about being able to shoot somebody. Pulling the trigger and carrying the gun on your hip are 2 different things.
Ooh.
So the open carry law, sure, you can carry it around, but in the act of what is it, discharging the firearm or whatever, when you actually shoot it, there's a lot different laws that come into play.
To that, I have to say the stand your ground law.
Yeah, but if
We're
you're
in Florida, dude, you're in your car, you can shoot anyone if they fucking just slightly walk up to you menacingly.
Well, I mean, thing is, in Florida, you can't shoot somebody that's inside your house is robbing you. You'd have to be in danger.
Didn't some kid just get arrested for that? Some kid just got arrested because someone broke into his house, started beating up his mom, and he shot him, and now he's getting arrested for murder.
Oh, well, because he wasn't the one being assaulted, which is weird.
But he also got his house broken into.
Yeah, but it was, and he should have called the police.
Should have been all right.
He did call the police.
He should have been talking shit. He should have been talking shit.
Is she still alive? Is she still alive? Yeah, she's still alive. Oh,
it's too late.
It's too late. It's too late.
I was gonna say he should have been talking shit to the dude. Made him come over here, tap him a little bit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ask him for it. Ask him for it. Has there been a situation where you needed a firearm? You ever
Yeah.
wish you had one at one point?
Well, I didn't say I wish I had one, but I had one, and it was very handy that it was there.
Interesting, but your life was in danger?
I wouldn't say in danger, but I was just annoyed. And you know how people keep following you? You know, when you try to
Interesting.
end something and someone keeps fucking following you to your car, and then to down the street, you go into the gas station, they still trying to do da-da-da-da, and then you get back in your car, and they're still following you.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I needed to have a gun on me.
I feel like Jared's always on his bike. I think he should be able to, since he's on his bike. Like that one
Fuck
video,
yeah.
like that one video where the dude came
the
out with the
knife.
knife.
With the knife. He's like, yeah, go
He's
ahead,
like,
get
he's
off
like,
that for me, buddy.
He's like, all right. And the dude's about to drive off. You just see the freeze frame of him pulling it
Now,
out.
is he allowed to
Ways to
shoot that
die.
guy in the back?
Yeah, I would say so because
I would
His
just
life was
say-
no longer in danger, and now he was just having.
What do
his
you
vehicle
mean it's no
stolen.
longer in danger? The threat is still there.
Well, he was.
He doesn't actively have the knife out like I'm gonna poke you.
no, he
But
was like, okay, I'm done in this situation. Got on the bike and left. The guy shot him in the back.
I mean,
The guy murdered him.
Well, okay, honestly, for me, if that happened in my situation, I'm not aiming to kill, bro.
If I took
I'm
something
trying
out
to
of
shoot
your
someone's
pocket,
leg.
would you then shoot me?
What'd you take?
Now, wild too. Okay, so Florida open carry. People rob people all the time. Imagine how many times people just gonna get shot dead
They don't care.
At a
That's
higher
easier
rate.
for them, bro.
at a way higher rate
definitely higher rate.
instead of just calling the cops.
I don't
Our
know.
window got busted open. Imagine if I saw that guy doing it.
And then next thing you know, you're just shooting like a random person that was just there.
Yeah,
like a civilian.
my
Oh
thing
yeah,
is-
stray shots.
My thing is, bro, is it's already Florida. Everybody already has guns. Everybody already takes their guns with them places. They're not gonna get into like establishments that are set up to where you can't have guns. But if you're walking on the street, someone probably has a gun, bro. So like, the fact is
So
the open
should you
carry.
have one?
Yeah, duh.
So you should have one at all, just in case somebody else does.
Bro, that's like saying like you're trying to defeat an evil and you can't do the same. Like if you can't do the evil but use it for a different purpose. That's that's the difference between a good gun and a bad gun. You know what I'm saying? He said no. Nah, bro.
if
If
the-
someone has a
if
gun
there's
and
an
they start
active
shooting,
shoot-
how are you gonna stop them?
If
You
there's
have
an
to shoot them.
active shooter
What you gonna poke him?
and a whole mob of people just turn and open fire in that direction.
That happened in Texas. This dude walked into a store, acted all cool, pulled out his gun, tried to rob the store, and everybody in there, you're in Texas, is just like Florida. Everybody in there, concealed carry, pulled out their gun and said, haha. Bro, this dude got hit by like 6 shots and died. And nobody got arrested.
Then do we need the police at that point? Who files what report? Do we sit there and pick whose bullet killed who? Do we
it's
take
tough
them all to
because-
court?
And
That's a
tops.
lot more paperwork than I
Not
thought.
only that, it's a lot of like setting morals because someone who saw that maybe have been like, hey, cool, he went to go rob the store, but you didn't need to shoot and kill him.
Well,
but
yeah, but
everyone
9
else is going to be like, yeah, he had a fucking gun. He was going to kill the dude
What about
behind the
the
counter.
9 other people who did property damage to that store for just spraying fire in that direction?
I'm sure the store manager, the dude behind the counter, didn't matter because they're protecting his merchandise, his money. So like he
So
wouldn't.
they're
care.
gonna file an insurance claim on all those customers who came there with a gun and shot up the store.
I feel like the insurance would have been.
And then the store clerk shoots all of them for shooting up the store.
Jesus Christ.
You destroyed my shit.
I don't know what if. So I know it will never happen in America, but there's some countries out there that are gun free, that a lot
Gun
less.
free.
Yes.
What country do you know that's gun free?
What is it?
Oh,
Japan.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia, Japan. There's like I don't want to say Switzerland, but some stupid shit like that.
Netherlands.
There you go. Netherlands. There's a lot of places, bro, and they have their crime rates are really low, very low.
Because it's very controlled. It's a controlled crime. Controlled
mobs
crime.
and shit.
You can
Yeah.
still rob somebody.
Well,
I can still
mobs and-
pull a knife out and try to rob you.
Well, that's why in the UK, where they don't have any guns, they sit there and everybody gets stabbed up. Everybody gets stabbed. It becomes way more personal.
Yeah, but then that draws the line for a lot of people because it's really easy to point a gun and pull a trigger at somebody and forget and not think about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But
It's
it
easy
takes
to stab someone too. What?
no. Oh, whoa!
Real quick,
You
easy
ever felt
poke.
it?
You ever stabbed somebody, Chico?
Like 3 stabs, you fucking, you got the job done.
After the 4th one,
If the blade's big enough, all it takes is one.
the blade size is the same thing with the gun, bro. You hit the right spot, someone's dead.
fucking
Easy. You cut their leg.
go to the
I
gun
forgot what
range.
vein it is in the leg, but
When open carry happens, are we allowed to bring out weapons that were also not allowed during the concealed weapons? So we can now walk around with brass knuckles.
rocket
bars.
launcher.
is it all about
No,
weapons
not
or is it
rocket
just
launcher.
guns?
No, it's concealed weapons license. All concealed weapons.
So if I have a knife in my pocket, is that a concealed weapon?
You could have a
Is it
goddamn
concealed?
katana and call yourself a samurai and go to the movies. Do you
Is it
still
concealed?
sit next to people?
Shit, fuck it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it kind of gets out of control.
There's just a lot of fine lines that I would be interested to see how they would handle that.
You could take
but-
an AP to the beach
Okay, people
And-
do that now, in the car.
in the car, but I mean, like, you could walk down the beach with an AP in your fucking board shorts.
It's an AP.
And
An
AR
assault pistol.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just basically a rifle, but just short with no stock.
So it's like, seriously, though, do you want that? Like, you know what everybody actually is packing here in Florida and shit. Like, do you want people to pull out what's hiding in their houses? Like,
I don't think most people would, because
do you think that would change what's going on?
Fuck no. Honestly, that's why I
everybody-
said it doesn't really matter. Because
Do
I
you
don't
think
think
it
it's
would?
gonna
Do you
change.
think it would act like how we treat our clothes? Do you think we're gonna start coming out with like the best designer guns and like stocks and like
Skins.
skins? We
start
start coming up with
flexing?
like dude, Florida would definitely do like Call of Duty gun skins, like
kind of already do that.
Camo.
yeah,
the
lasers
golden.
and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Shoots
can,
in gators. You get the golden gator.
bro. What?
Oh, no.
Speaking of gators killing people in Florida, bro, old lady got snatched up. Big Steve out here.
Steve P.
Oh, old lady got snatched up by the gator.
That shit was wild, bro.
But no state taxes.
And she didn't have her concealed weapon on her too.
That's why you need one, bro. See, so that's why another reason in Florida, it's not even just about people.
Her old ass would have shot her dog. Let's
So
be
fuck
honest.
it. She
The
would've
dog
shot
got
something.
grabbed first, and then she went after the dog and got grabbed after. The neighbor could have had a gun. No one in that whole neighborhood had a gun. That's
Yeah, but
the problem.
she took the stick out of the fucking yard and they put it back.
If you saw an old lady getting attacked by a gator, would you come out there with a gun?
Hell yeah! What the fuck else you can?
Even if
Well,
you
okay.
didn't have a concealed weapons
Do you know
license?
that you can only kill a gator by shooting it in a certain spot, though?
Yeah, you best run whiff the shot, ricochet, and hit somebody else.
Whoa!
Hit the person you're trying to save.
The person you're trying to
You know what I'm
save.
saying? It's if you shoot if the main
Mission
target's
failed.
the head.
Hostage died.
It'd be the same exact phone call. It'd be the same exact phone call. Oh no, it's too late. Oh, damn, that's
Is
terrible.
he alive? Yeah. Oh, maybe not.
Wait, did she die in there? We didn't finish the
She
story.
died. No, she died. She said it's too late. She tried to reach out with that pole. That's why I said they put it
So
back.
she died in the water?
The dog got pulled in. She got grabbed. Pulled her when the gator grabbed her and pulled her in. She reached out with that pole,
Fuck no.
and when she reached
Her
out with
old
that
ass
pole,
ain't
that's
gonna
when the
grab that
gator
pole.
pulled
You know what I'm
under.
saying?
Yeah, they're pulling
I just got sidetracked by all that shit.
Her old ass is not gonna grab that pole and survive. You know what I'm saying? Her old ass would have
Yeah.
fucking broken her arm.
That pole didn't look dirty at all, bro. There's no way she
that
put
shit
it in
was
the
like
water.
flimsy as this wire.
Grab onto this. Did try to hit the gator not one time. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Then-
sat the gator in the eye.
You know what I didn't hear her say? Stop. Not one
To the
time.
gator?
Yeah, why would
yeah.
you say stop to the gator?
I don't- that's
Speaking
just a white,
gator
isn't that
knees?
like a white people thing?
No. I don't know. Speaking of, hold on. I want to talk about this. Let's
Bear,
bring this up.
no bear, please bear.
Like that video, hold on. Like that video where the dude was like on a kayak and the whale went to go fucking jump out,
Oh my God.
eat a fucking bird, and the guy was like, "Hey,
You better quit.
you better stop."
That's a bunch of malarkey right there. You're acting out, young
My
man.
son's here.
All right, where were you going with that?
All right, so today we're driving down the road, right? My mom's driving. These people crossing the road, not in the crosswalk, whatever. Dude drops his shirt. Okay, we can obviously see he drops his shirt. My mom starts to slow down.
What
Getting
city we
closer.
talking about?
We're talking about Ormond Beach.
Yes, sir. Keep
Okay,
going.
so we're walking. I mean, they're walking, whatever. She slows down. He's picking up the shirt. She doesn't stop. She just slows down because, you know, you should be able to pick up your shirt and get the fuck out the way fast enough. Bro, the lady he's walking in fucking, stop, slow down. I was like, what the fuck? And the whole time, like, we're going slow enough where I'm just like this at her the whole time. She freaks the fuck out. I go to the store. I know where I'm at. I drive right back down the same road that we're going down.
You went after an old
And the
lady.
dude's still on
No,
the
she's
road.
not old, bro. She's not old. She's like 40 at max. So we go by, and I was like, "Go the fuck home, you stupid snowbird bitch!" And she was like, "Back here."
Wait, whoa, but like, do they look like they were locals, or do they?
Fuck no, they look like they were visiting again with everything. The bike week
Tourism.
started. Yeah, bro, the tourists, bro. That's why I was like, "Go the fuck home." Like y'all ain't even in
Interesting.
crosswork, bro.
Didn't you
Crosswalk.
want to take your bike out there?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
This man hates the tourism but loves the tourists.
he wants to.
I
hang out with the
don't
tourists.
care about that. I just want to ride my bike. Period. I don't care about that shit. I want to ride with my friends. I don't
But
care
your
about
friends
going
are
to
at
meet
the
shit.
bike week.
No, they're not.
Oh, because you're not there.
Yep.
Wow, those are great friends.
I know. I got some good friends. I
Those are
got some
great
good friends sitting beside me. Let's all
Let's,
golf clap.
while we're talking about good friends, let's all like and subscribe. Check out YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
Hit
Stay
us
out of
up. Be our
pocket.
friend.
Yes, sir. Got new shit coming here soon. Got some stuff we want to do. What do you want? What? We got a
I'm not
restaurant
eating
review
crickets,
we
bro.
actually got to do. We got a restaurant review we're going to be a
Got
part
two.
We got Beepo
of. Oh,
review.
2 restaurants. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
What restaurant?
Well, we got. Well, we're
can
going to
be-
bleep it out, so
yeah.
we're going to put the shit. We got. And then we got.
I got.
But we'll bleep that out so they don't see that. But we'll be good. We'll make those 2 things happen. And then we got a lot of shit coming out after that. See how everything goes. Actual LLC going on now. We got real business happening.
business.
We selling CBD cards.
Hell no. Hell
Delta 8, bro.
We need to find a sponsor is what
You
we need
really
to find
get out
as
of
an
pocket for
actual
that
sponsor.
shit.
What?
What could be our out-of-pocket sponsor? What would you want to be sponsored by?
Sponsored by?
Yeah, you want to do fleshlights? What would we...
Whoa.
Spice what?
Who's getting molded?
Who's getting molded?
Whose butthole we mold?
Yeah, exactly.
There's only 2 holes we got.
The out-of-pocket pussy.
No. We'll have the mini one for the travel
I'm
size.
so glad she was here to hear that.
The out-of-pocket pussy, bro. And it's one of the co-host buttholes.
It's a mystery.
You don't know
gift.
which one though.
Yeah.
It's a mystery pack. We got to do all 3, and you just get random one.
That's goofy
No,
as
like,
fuck.
you gotta shave for that, right?
Whoa.
You know how
You
that-
don't shave?
You know
You
how
have to test them out to figure out if it's different. Some dude's just like, I fucked the whole crew and I still ain't figured it out.
So
Oh,
I found out how they make that shit. All it is just like a mold. I don't think they really fucking shove shit inside you.
How the fuck would you?
No, they actually do have some grafting stuff that can go in there. But
Bro, I was going to say it has to be something that's semi-soft, goes in, sits for a minute, molds to what's inside, comes out, and then that's...
no, I did.
So what I was gonna say was like, what if they just like probe you, right? Like you know how they do for like pregnant people, but like it's like a 3D scan, and they 3D print it.
Whoa.
It's a colonoscopy, but only like
But it grafts it. You know what I'm
inches
saying?
Yeah.
4 inch.
How do they do...
I'm not
I'm
letting nobody
confused,
graft my whole butthole. Next thing you know, you got a pocket. See, this is where it gets real out of pocket. The out of pocket pussy is where you find out if somebody has an anal fissure or like a hemorrhoid. Like,
No.
there's like this pocket pussy has like this weird like extra
Lump.
like yeah. It's like where they like I guess that where they broke it off the mold.
Shove you.
Angel comes in one day. He comes to the podcast. He's like, "Which one of y'all got hemorrhoids?" Yeah, he said, "I tested them."
I stuck my finger in one, and one of you guys need to go get your prostates checked. I
Jesus
think you got cancer. Hey man, you know you got like a gap about like 5 inches deep into you. No, we don't want to talk about that. Okay. Oh, you knew about it. Okay, my bad.
No.
I got out of pocket as fuck. What else do we want to talk about today, boys? What else is going on in the world?
The world is breaking. The Matrix is breaking.
Again, bro.
Your matrix is breaking. Yes, sir. How is your matrix broke?
Bro, shit's... I don't know, bro. Tell me how... How are you going to tell me that's a Simpsons predicted shit and we're not living in a simulation
Bro,
of the
I
Matrix?
hate I hate that.
Okay,
fucking
but, hey,
theory,
no,
bro. I
let me
hate
stop at
every
a different
fucking
one.
Theory that's like, oh, the
What about the white noise shit?
What
I
noise?
think
Okay, so there's a
movie?
yeah, and then the train derailment
Look,
that happened, bro. What the fuck?
Look, before you fucking burst your bubble and crack your whole fucking brain, there's so many concepts that humans construct and fucking produce constantly. Of course, that shit's gonna mimic reality. Have you not heard the phrase, life imitates art? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and
a construct of a train derailing,
struck.
whatever, dude.
It's okay.
Of a train derailing and all shit happen, it can be similar to what's happening in real life. Because in the U.S. last year, I think it was like about 1,300 fucking trains derailed. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But nah, the thing is about the train derailment. It's cool. Train derails. Okay, you got.
It's cool. It's
no.
it's all
Listen. You got TVs. You got fruits. You got potatoes, and those trains that derail. Right? Okay, cool. That's a cleanup. But the trains that are derailing now are toxic chemicals, bro, and it's not just in one place.
Well,
it's across the whole nation.
It's now become more of like it just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yep. I don't know. It seems
The
like an
thing is,
attack.
they have multiple orders of needing to fix those railways, and they never did. This is just one of those situations where people never, maintenance men never filed out their paperwork.
Yeah, but I just don't think that can be just a coincidence like
All right,
that,
all right,
bro.
hold on.
Well, for mustard gas to be released in the city when we still have Flint that still has dirty ass water.
Exactly. That's not a
until today.
coincidence either.
Let me
They're
let me
purposely
go
doing
on
it.
the offense for how you're saying the Matrix is exposing trains being derailed. Bro, we live in a algorithm world where phones and shit will shoot shit at you. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong.
No. Hold on. Let me go on in a second. If the main topic of the news was the train derailment, all the smaller stories are going to start popping up because everyone's now aware. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Reality is what you see in front of you, and then what you see
What you choose to see.
exposing to you.
The reason why you're kind of stuck by the Simpson feeling, Heather, while you're here, can you grab me a Happy Dad out the bottom left side? Thank you, sweetie. The whole Simpson thing is because they have a fuck ton of producers that are always ready to take on any kind of media immediately as they hear about it and all that. Bottom left, way bottom. You know what I'm saying? They got friends who are all over the world because they already get paid enough to be in these situations. It's like how the Nelk Boys were able to get into that $1 million meeting of people and such. But the fact of Steiny was able to get close enough to Lil Baby because he was in a meeting, a meeting of people, and he's like, everybody looked at me like a poor person. They knew that I was a charity case, that somebody allowed me to be here. The amount of producers in the world that are literally just in a place at the right time, they're like, oh man, I saw you some money, just tell me, you know what I'm saying? Or oh, I got a buddy who finally became a Marine. Now he's got inside information. You know what I'm saying? Now we know why we're in Iraq. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these are all these producers and shit. The Simpsons are not predicting anything. They're just way ahead on the news, and they're able to pump out an episode. It's like us talking about the railways, and then we drop it 2 weeks later. But yet again, now all of a sudden the podcast just dropped it because they talked about it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It's like having enough producers and editors ready to go and fire your shit off.
But I'm
They're not-
saying
they're not
they
future
know
tellers.
it before, though. That's because they have the information. Like you're saying,
Well,
they get the information, they produce.
You haven't seen any of this shit on your phone before? You heard it on the news?
I honestly, what's crazy is because when I first started looking into conspiracy shit when I was younger,
It's not a
and shit,
conspiracy, brother. You don't use Twitter.
it's okay, so
What?
I just
Twitter's the fastest access to any knowledge in the world.
No, bro.
No.
TikTok is, bro.
yeah.
The TikTok will
Twitter
shoot
is
you down
the
any pipeline.
fastest knowledge to anything in the world. Any
but,
and
current.
everything in the world. Current. Immediate.
Well, I'm just saying about the Matrix, all that, everything's cracking. Everything that I fucking researched back in a couple years ago, and everyone's like, you're fucking crazy, bro. All the shit that's been coming out is shit that they've already said was gonna happen. And
I want a list right now, and we'll just put eerie music.
List
a list.
A list of all the stuff you're about to pull up.
Shit, I'm just saying more about the government line and people still believing it, and then the value of the dollar dropping. I heard about that a long time ago, and everyone's like, that's never
Has
gonna
it
happen.
dropped?
inflation, bro. It's worth a lot less.
I haven't seen our dollar drop,
Bro,
not
it's
one-
worth. Think about
any
it, bro.
little minor bit.
I can tell you that it's dropped because in 1980, if you made a certain amount and you make that same amount now, it's not the same amount. Like $15 an hour, $15 an hour back then was like
Okay, now I see what you're saying.
$250,000.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
feel like
the value of the dollar has dropped.
I feel like that's not a conspiracy because like people or like government will fucking push things towards a certain direction, and like people who analyze like economics and stuff, they'll be like, yeah, if you guys keep on doing this, like adding more to it, obviously this is gonna happen.
Well-
and then suddenly everyone's like, oh, we didn't know it was gonna happen until it does happen.
It's more about the line thing. Like people, like again, most people grow up their life, grow up. You go to school, you listen to what they say, blah 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 blah, all this other shit, and then when you actually grow up and you see things for what they truly are, everything that they try to teach you is like a lie, bro.
One thing is, it's
Like they're controlling. The way they get they have a whole nation controlled,
the
bro.
value of the dollar
is
is not dropping, brother.
Yeah, it
the
is.
value of the dollar is not dropping. What's happening is we're trying to generate enough wealth for the world. And what I think is happening is we're generating enough wealth for the world to give everybody in the world an option to be an American.
Well, my thing is, it's worth less because if you print more of that thing, right, more of the dollar, more of whatever it is,
But it makes the whole world more. It makes the whole world more valuable.
is the dollar? I don't think the dollar is the top ranking
the
thing,
more
though.
money it is. The more money we pump out, the more every nation around the world becomes more valuable, more stronger, more powerful, and they're becoming more united in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See,
do you
my
not
thing
feel
is,
that way? Like we're like
I feel like the U.S. has been holding on since World War II to the power of the dollar, and anything that challenged that was
backed
obviously
by military,
not
like,
backed by military, but you know the CIA would probably, well, they have gone to like whatever country and like, you know, disturbed it, so the influence of the U.S. dollar stays there. Kind of like what happened to I forget what country it was, where they were trying to sell oil but like in euros.
interesting. I don't know who that was. What?
They were when the Middle East countries was trying to sell oil, but
Oh, in euros.
using euros, not the dollar.
Interesting.
So then that's what kicked off like a bunch of shit.
But the American dollar is way more valuable than a euro.
Yeah, but having control under like the U.S.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel it's a lie, bro. Like all the shit
Do
that
you-
we've been told is a lie.
Do you
Like
know
what
who-
they want you to know. Like
You know who I don't. You know who I know who I haven't. Whoa.
whoa,
You know who I haven't heard any kind of news about?
Epstein?
That is no. Well, I mean that too.
nah, his
That
list
might
just
be
came
able
out.
to like help us during this whole crisis, like Mexico, South America. Like where are all of them at during this whole?
Mexico's fighting the cartel.
Yeah, but this whole missile crisis situation, and everything. Like when war happens, like
Are they our allies? I didn't know if they're our allies or not.
that's what I wonder. Or like
don't
even
think so.
Canada.
I don't think so either.
don't think-
Canada
I think
definitely is.
Canada is.
But do
Yes.
Mexican people, do they side with Russia? Do
They
you
don't-
side with Russia?
They don't side with.
I was
people
gonna say, they side for
individually, but by
themselves.
the nation. You know what
Could
I'm saying?
Russia pay off Mexico? Could China pay off Mexico?
I mean, China has been pumping in factories in there to fucking fuel their economy. So
Into
having
Mexico.
a leniency, having a leniency towards, you know, China,
Whoa.
what is possible.
Yeah.
and I never knew that.
I feel like kind of if we go to war, America's digging a hole for itself that even the people that do support us, that they're kind of behind our backs coming in like, damn, these people
You
are kinda
think they're
fucking
gonna build
crazy.
a wall around all of us and just start shooting down like fish in a barrel? They won't allow us to leave. All of a sudden, America is just gonna be killed from all sides.
By Canada.
But think Canada is only a quarter away populated. We'd have only no choice but to invade Canada, and then
We got Alaska right there.
if anything, fall back from Texas and everything else if we had to, and then fall back into Canada.
Texas wants
as,
to
like,
be its own
physical
country,
land.
bro. I
All
don't.
right, I want to diverge into that, since we're talking about like Canada and shit like that. How do you guys feel about Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about the southern states or the southern states should
Unite.
split off from the U.S.
The
I've never
southern
heard that.
states? Which southern states?
Well, they
Is
wanted
Missouri
mostly
southern?
Republican states or some shit like that.
Is Missouri southern?
I don't know.
That's
No.
like that. Literally, that's
that's
like
like
dead
the middle,
smack in
bro.
the middle of the country, but it's considered a southern state.
What would it benefit America losing
Bunch
a
of
state?
states.
Any state, even one. Like, what would it benefit us losing any of the 52 states?
I think it would just be harder for the state that dropped off because they're
It wouldn't be
already
harder for
Honestly,
them. They wouldn't.
I feel
they,
that.
they're operating already on a set thing of like they know how these laws work, da 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 da, and if they drop off, like America just be like, don't use our fucking dollar.
I think
You know
they
what
go
I'm saying?
corrupt immediately.
Yeah, I feel. I feel like yeah. Honestly, yeah, it makes.
It would crumble.
They would go corrupt, and then they'll probably get invaded by like other countries.
Immediately. And then if you put it on the southern border, next thing you know, China just smears fucking, like, even Florida just smears Florida. And we're like, even when the coast goes, we're still here. We're going
Next
to
thing
work
you
our
know,
way up land.
We're part of Cuba, bro.
Yeah, anything can happen at that point. Because then, like I said, well, not like I said, but before, like Ron DeSantis, state ran states.
I don't think that'll work. That's the whole that defeats the whole purpose of the United States.
That's your taste of not being in America. That's your taste.
How though? In other countries, it's still a country, and they got states in the
But
country
they're not
too.
a country. They're states.
Well, in Russia, there's different states in Russia that are all still part of the Russian government.
But Ukraine's not. It's
How?
not a state.
How?
It's a sovereign country.
Okay, there's countries like that, but there's so let's take the UK for example. Everywhere in the UK is sovereign country.
And they sign the treaties that they follow in order, but they don't sit there and are. It's like how we are with Puerto Rico?
Yeah, Puerto Rico's
We're,
like
like,
terrible.
friendly with
They
them.
are we own them in a sense, but they can do whatever the fuck they want on their land except for give it to someone else. It's like renting a house or owning a property for 100 years. I leased it out to you for 100 years. You own this property for about 3 generations. But at the end of the day, if your family doesn't pay us in 100 years, it goes right back to the country. You can't own anything in America no more.
Yeah, no.
You have to lease it.
Yeah, no. That's the other thing too of how rich people are rich is even outside of America, they don't own anything.
You know, I woke up in a bedroom the other day and I looked on the wall and I was like, whose office am I in? Because I was working on the house for a family member.
You fell asleep inside.
From
I
like a
thought you were-
distant family member, like, you know what I'm saying?
thought
Somebody
you were
that's
doing-
like not blood related.
I thought you were doing some contract.
No,
work.
and I look on the wall and I see the founding daughters of Florida. And I was like, ugh. I cringed a little bit. But then I looked a little bit over and it was like
What does that mean?
the founding families of Florida. Like the people, she had a certificate
The
for owning
Rockefellers.
land in Florida. Like
Coca-Cola brothers.
So she had slave lands. There's a lot of
it was
plantations out here, bro.
Founding daughters of Florida, and then the next one was like, what did it say? It said, something. Oh my gosh! It literally was just like the founders of the land and everything else was going on about everything around me, and I was just like, this motherfucker owns.
Yeah, but how do you own Florida? Because there's already Native America. That's another topic. Like, how do these people own America when there was
Killed
already
them.
Exactly.
Killed them, bought it. But I mean, it was Spaniards. Florida was a Spaniard.
Yeah.
The difference between now and then
Fuck
is they
Spaniards.
had open carry laws and we didn't.
They didn't have any laws about that
Had
shit,
open
bro.
carry laws. They were drawn on any and everybody. I'm too drunk.
Bro,
shut the fuck up.
That's
Bow.
just what they did, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna die from infection. I shot you first.
I just
Yeah, modern
coughed
health
at you.
isn't a thing.
Exactly, bro.
I just looked at you funny.
So
you
it's like-
dead next week, bro.
The difference between us and slavery times is open carry laws.
Nah.
If slaves could have open carry,
Bro, but what?
We are slaves.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bro, they didn't have what?
That went way left.
you can have whatever you can create, boy.
Jesus.
And
I had,
that'd
like,
be wild.
scraps.
He throws metal at him. He said, build a gun.
How'd you create that? He created a boomstick. That's what the Indians went through.
They built their
what's
own
going
guns. I
on
thought
in
they were
there?
supplied by
Bro,
another
have you
country.
seen how they created the first gun in China with like actual gunpowder? How it worked?
It was a firework, wasn't it?
basically, bro. And
It was like a one-time use.
yeah, and like it progressive. It started off as a firework, you know, it shoots a little thing, and they were like, "What happens if that moves faster?"
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? They
that's
put
what
a little,
happened to the Prime Minister of Japan, dude. That's how he fucking got murked last year.
how
This cult group had like one of their people that went off the radar, and he built his own gun out of like scraps
An improvised
and
pistol.
fucking shot his ass
crazy.
on stage, man.
See, but that's
So
the
who
great-
really owns the fucking countries, bro? Like like all it would take is for, again, I don't think it would happen, but all it would take is for everyone in America to be okay with everyone else, all the countries to get together, and we could restart.
The
in a
difference
sense.
between me and that fucking guy is the fact of he needed a gun for a situation so bad that he fucking created one. He created one. I have never needed a gun ever in my motherfucking
so
life.
desperate that you wanted to kill, but he was.
He had to kill this guy so bad. He
But that was
created
because of-
one in a country that you can't have guns.
But it's like a politician,
fuck?
man. People want to kill politicians all the time.
How'd he get a bullet?
He creates
metal,
something,
bro. Bullets
Fire-
are just lead.
Yeah,
Fireworks,
but-
you know what I'm saying? You can make a spark.
I don't need a gun that bad.
Okay,
But
so
it's a politician. People fucking shit on politicians all the time.
You ever-
People get
so-
death threats all the time.
If you had a gun, you'd feel like you need to do some crazy shit or something.
bro, on some
If
crazy shit.
I was on a crazy shit spree, I would probably do some crazy shit.
If I was on a crazy
Please,
shit,
please,
spree,
please,
Just
don't put
imagine
that-
if you
please
didn't
don't put that
have a
on the
gun,
list.
and again, a cop is having a bad day.
and
and this
he
just
knows you have
snaps.
it.
No, you don't have a gun, and you're like, I'll never need a gun. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. Like again, I get police need guns for certain situations, cool, but like every cop I've encountered, they're like, "Why are you so like stiff and
Yep.
scared?" I'm like, "You got a gun, bro. Like I don't care if you're
Bro,
a cop or
I
not.
just saw
You're
the video where
protecting
this
me."
dude
But
got like this cop got a Purple Heart because of a traffic stop, and they showed the traffic stop. The dude had like anxiety and shit. We'll save that at the back of our minds real quick. He gets interrogated by the police and behind the car, and then like he pops his pill. The dude pulls out. He pulls him out of the vehicle before popping this pill, and then somehow it ends up with like him getting shot. You know, what I'm
oh, the police got shot.
the police got shot.
Okay,
by
so I think
murderers
I've
and
seen the
shit.
video because he like, at first he's like, "What are you doing? Just leave me alone in the car," and he pulls him out, and then the
Oh,
dude,
is that when
the
he
dude
went
pulls
James
the
Bond on them?
well, the dude pulls the cop's gun out of his holster and shoots the cop with
wait
his
a
own
minute.
gun.
No, he went
Wait,
James
was
Bond
this
on
in the
him.
wake? Was the car white?
I have no
It
clue.
was like a little young kid. There was a young guy. He was
That
like
might be a
20
different
something.
video.
yeah, it's alright.
This dude was like sketched out because he had constant anxiety.
And it was two cops harassing him in a sense, and he ends up shooting them both.
I don't think he ended
He
up shooting
shoots one
anyone,
of them.
bro. I think he fucking died, dude.
Oh, okay. When I'm talking about similar, there was a video I saw similar where the guy was like really bad anxiety, and the cops like were like, "Hey man, we're gonna take you in." And he's like, "Nah, I'm not going in." And what ends up happening is one cop turns and looks one way, and he reaches in and grabs one guy's gun. 2 shots to the tummy on this guy. He backs up and falls. The other cop is like, "What the fuck?" 2 shots to him. Turns back on the first guy. Headshot. Turns back on the second guy. Headshot. Full on James Bond mode. Like no fucking like hesitation.
Altered, you know what I'm saying?
He just fucking went like Red Dead Redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like it was wild. But it's like these people. Like imagine if he started with the gun instead of having to go get the gun.
Open carry
I don't
states.
know,
Bring
bro.
it back.
Open carry Florida, bro.
Why in the situation? Why is he so scared of the? Why are the police so intimidating and so scary that he would have to grab the gun in the first place?
Jail terrifies people.
Yeah, so why it's not cool for the cops to use that as a fucking fear tactic?
I feel like every
because
police
living in fear, everybody lives in fear, bro. The reason we follow laws is because we're scared of going to jail.
Have you
That's
been arrested?
living in fear. I haven't been to jail, no.
Have you been arrested?
I've sat in the back of a car for a
So
minute,
did you freak the fuck out?
a little bit, but I came to
But
terms with it.
did you tussle with them at all? Did
Who,
you
the
resist?
cops? Fuck no.
So okay then, there's a difference.
I will never resist a cop
So
because they
go
will
to
just
jail.
kill you
So
if they
just
want.
Go to jail. Just go to jail.
I'm good on that too, but
Just you can't.
Get your bologna sandwich.
Anybody that runs goes. I've seen it. Anybody that wants to not go, avoid it, do whatever you want to do, I'm gonna be on the run. They go.
I'm just saying it's
They
fucked up how
eventually
they
go.
have us living in fear of that, bro.
What, of going to jail?
Yeah, like why do we gotta fear that so hard?
What are you
you're
in
just
fear of? Like you
I agree with Jared.
really?
like
You're in
okay,
fear of
I'm not
going to
saying okay.
jail.
So there's people out there,
but we live in
a fear-controlled like state.
capitalist police state.
What could a
Yeah.
cop do to you?
Bro, he could just be having a bad day, and he's like, "Give me your license." He doesn't know that your license in the glove box, right? You keep your you keep your wallet.
And you think he's
Alright.
gonna open fire on you?
Yeah.
Hold on. You have to use your American accent. You know what I'm saying? You get pulled over, right? You have to hit the. How do you do, officer? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No,
Hello,
bro.
officer.
Yes, sir. I have my register in the glove box. Is it okay?
You know what the
That,
thing
and the thing is, why do
you
we
should have had it ready for him before he walked up.
No, because then if you
Bro, I'm a-
BBC you in the car?
I'm a black man in America, bro. You ain't telling me nothing I ain't never already been through, bro.
we're the same color.
I've been through all that, bro. Riff literally got pulled over and they were like, "Do you have any explosives in the car?" And he was like, "Excuse me."
Bro, every time I get
crazy.
pulled over,
Just
they
look
either
into-
ask me if I'm getting off of work or going to work, and sometimes I'll be like, "Nah, I'm just going home." Like they're just dead racism, bro.
I feel like Riff could have hit that. Bro, I'm a virgin. I'm not gonna blow your bitches. Or
Yeah,
I'm not a virgin. I'm not gonna blow your bitches
He's
up.
like, "I still need to get my 72. You're not worth it."
Hell no.
Bro, but honestly, like, it's
We live in a fear-controlled state, and I just don't understand why it has to be like that. Granted, there does need to be an overruling power per se,
Should-
but it just shouldn't be the way
go
it
to the
is.
Matrix to control corporations, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing, and the corporations control us, though. Like, I don't care what government is out there. Like, Putin had an interview, and he said he's met with 4 different U.S. presidents. The U.S. presidents come out and say, "I'm gonna do this, da 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 da," and then he said they step off the stage. The guys in the black suits come over and talk to him and say, "Hey, this is how it's really gonna work, buddy."
Sounds like this dude's pro Putin.
how do you?
Whoa!
So, do you think that we should glorify police in a sense of?
No,
No, hold on. Hold
fuck
on.
police.
No, hold on. No, hold on.
Okay, not
Uh,
fuck police.
So, try to yes and this. Police officers glorified like NFL players, where every year we take around all the best officers that come around from all the states, and they get drafted to their cities. And you glorify these police officers. You give them great pay, and these are people who want to be these officers. They want to be the detectives. They want to be, you know what I'm saying, highlight them to create them into the public figure that we expect them to be. Like how we expect football players to be fucking handy-dandy taking care of everybody, but they're out here trading off wives and shit. Hold on, let me finish. What classifies it is like...
of a good cop or a bad cop, because he could kill
Well, it's-
somebody in someone's eyes. He's a bad cop. 'Cause he
don't you
killed them.
watch movies?
No,
You don't...
I really don't. You
well,
guys have asked me this
I said
before.
try to yes and this.
All right.
You don't watch any movies with police officers that are like that work like comedians playing police officers, like Eddie Murphy or even like Will
21
Smith.
Jump Street?
Will Smith or yeah, exactly, or Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? You see these cops like they should be glorified to be these people that want to be that. And you know what I'm saying? And if they do fuck up, they should have to publicly apologize. They should be
That's,
reprimanded in a like real sense.
This sounds like basically what the plot of The Boys.
If you think
You know what I'm
of,
saying?
but not
Yeah.
being a detective,
Yeah.
but if your city cop is getting paid fucking $100,000 a year to be a police officer, do you think he's gonna pull you over just every other fucking day? You think he's really gonna like want to like the crime rate might actually change in a real sense where it's like that dude's gonna act on shit and make you. He might tighten up the city. He might tighten up the community.
My
in a
thing
weird
is
sense.
just
Like, we-
tightening up is just being stricter and have bro like that
Being
just means
strict
less
is not
freedom of doing what you want to do, bro.
What are you
Imagine
getting in trouble for? What are
Okay,
getting
you
in
get
trouble
pulled. Hey,
for?
look again. You get pulled over. There's plenty of other things that are out there. You get pulled over for not using a turn signal for crossing into
You have
another
a
lane.
ticket and you go about your day.
Fuck a ticket. You again. He's a cop's having a bad day. You're having a stressed day. Whatever. Some shit goes down. He thinks that you're trying to scuffle with him or try to run away. Whatever. He gets nervous. Boom. He shoots you. Like
Whoa. I've never seen that.
what? You haven't seen? You've been on Twitter, ain't you?
Bro,
You've been on Twitter, ain't you?
people are and this
People
is
get
what-
shot all the time by cops for.
People-
I'm not saying no
people
reason,
get
but
shot for freaking out and resisting. People get what?
I would resist too if you're trying to
If
touch
you're
me and I did
running
nothing
from-
wrong.
If you're running from an officer, you're wrong.
Bro, okay, if an officer
Never at any
reaches
point-
into
if an
your
officer tells you to stop. Never at any point in your life should you be turning and running.
okay, but if you're in your car and you're doing something he doesn't want you to do,
Stop.
why?
I feel like
Why?
you're not adding into.
If the officer says get out of your car, why are you not getting out of your car?
What if and if you don't get out of the car and he opens the door and forcibly puts you out, what gives
because you
him?
didn't get the fuck out?
So I don't want to get out the fucking
Well,
car.
then I'm going to. If I
You're going to jail. You live in fear. I'll just throw you in
No,
jail.
you're resisting. I told
Well,
you
that's
to get out of the
crazy.
car.
All right,
You refuse. You
but-
can't refuse me. You are not allowed to refuse.
So I'm not free then.
You're
I'm not free.
No, you're.
And I'm not
you're
free.
You're splitting hairs.
No, I'm not
You're
free.
splitting hairs. You're
I mean, I
you're
would
not
understand
free
if
from the government.
So it's not a free land then
You're free to roam and do whatever you want on this land
until it's not
until
okay.
somebody checks you and goes, "What are you doing and why are you doing it?" You're not allowed to go. That's none of your business. You can't do that. Now, if he goes, "Where are you going?" You can go, "That's none of your business." If he goes,
I feel,
But that would automatically
if he-
tick him off and make him pissed off and have a certain way towards you already
that's
immediately.
him failing at his job. You should not be allowed to deny an officer your license and all that shit.
You can.
If he sees you break the law, you get a ticket. Move about your day. You're literally just paying taxes.
Bro, you know how many
You're
times
paying
I've seen a cop
taxes.
break a law and he doesn't fucking move about his day? A cop the other day, there's two
You
cops
won't win
following each
that.
other.
You won't
Bro,
win
there's
that.
two cops following each other. They're making a left turn. One cop goes, the other cop is not paying attention. He
J-Bone.
gets T-boned. Who's in the wrong? Is the cop in the wrong or is the dude that T-boned the cop
That
in the
guy's a
wrong?
millionaire, is what he is.
No.
That guy's a
he
millionaire.
has evidence, but you
That
could
guy's a
say
millionaire, is what he
Bro,
is.
it's just, I don't know, bro. Like,
J-Bob, bro, you just want to right the wrongs, but thing is, it's like sitting there.
we gotta
if you
admit it.
pulled-
We gotta
if you-
admit that it's
if you
wrong
pulled Every
first.
single card, if you pulled every single card, no one would win, and we'd all end up shooting each other. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna go on the off sense of like what Nick's saying because like you have to factor in that when you get pulled over, there's a million things that goes through you and this other person. You know what I'm saying? You have to factor in that we do have flight.
I've
or
been in
flight.
some
We
wild
are fucking
situations,
humans,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
But that's an individual perspective, not like a city perspective. You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird, bro. Like, again, I feel like everyone that you can talk to, unless they have friends that are cops, and again, even like if you're not doing anything wrong, bro, people get scared when cops are around. Like, we legit live in
If
fear.
I see one, I think that, oh yeah, he's gonna come over here and see what I'm doing. But thing is, it's all they're doing is seeing what you're doing. If you're not doing anything wrong,
Bro, they could get
you
mad
have
at you for
no-
smoking weed.
But why? But if you don't have a medical card, you fucked up. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But it's literally the law. If you don't like the law, go move somewhere else. This
You
is
can't.
what-
It's expensive
but
to
thing-
move somewhere
but
else.
thing is,
You
why
have to
can't-
pay to move somewhere else.
But
Valid.
live by the law. Why can't you live by the law? It's like if the government knew everything that you did,
I can live by the law. There's just some laws in some certain situations that I don't agree with. Like I again, I'm not saying we need to completely destroy and start from scratch, but there's a lot of revising and a lot of rethinking that need to be brought into it because there's a lot of shit that's
this
so
is why
old
we
school.
should glorify the police and make them be public figures.
But if this dude shoots this dude, right? Okay, let's say I don't want to.
if your hero kills a guy and it's literally your hero, this is your police officer, this is your O.J. Simpson. He just murdered somebody.
Then he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
But
But what if they
you
glorified
gotta-
the cop
but
that
they-
killed George
he's in prison. He's
for
gone forever.
now, but there's a lot of people out there that would have supported him and
And
said
those
he's
people-
resisting.
But
He's
those
resisting.
people don't mean a fucking difference
How?
because justice is served. How? Fuck their opinions.
What about
It's
her name?
justice.
Brenda Williams that got shot in her apartment.
Brianna Johnson.
There you go.
Whatever.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Then there's so many of them.
Brianna something, but yeah, but
Did justice get served there?
They got put in prison too. But thing is, it's like it's justice will be served. It's gonna be a lot of fucking. It's a lot of.
The courtroom is a tension place, boy, because people come up with this and then they come up with that and then
The reason why the whole Breonna Johnson thing is from the no knock warnings, and that's what happened when I got raided. Is the fact that they can just go, "Hey, this is the city, doom doom, come inside." If you don't open the door within them knocking and yelling,
That's not cool.
They can just kick the door in and go in.
Even then, they even if they go into the wrong house,
They can
still
just keep
fuck your
on
shit up.
going, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what the no knock warning
And
is.
even with the Supreme Court on that, all the damage they do is not liable.
it's
on that.
not covered at all. They broke my door and I had to pay for it and everything. So it's like they don't. And they try to sit there and reverse that law, but they didn't reverse it because you don't know who's behind that door. She died by a tragic accident. Fact.
That just shows, like I just said, they don't care though. How is the people that are protecting us don't care about us? Like, how does that work?
Well, how does your house get thought to have fentanyl in it and everything else?
Bro, how there's another case where this dude his house got raided on accident on the police's fault, and he ends up dead. How, you know what I'm saying? Where's the justice there, bro? This dude, he had a gun because someone's breaking
into his house. Yeah, like obviously if someone broke into your house, and again it's by accident, they got the wrong apartment number and they break into your house and you pull a gun on them and they shoot you, and justice probably isn't going to be served because they broke in the wrong house, but you pulled a gun on them and made them feel threatened, so they are okay to shoot you.
I told you like earlier, bro, Florida law is going to be nothing more than just like getting brake checked by somebody with insurance. Oh no, bro checked by somebody without. Oh my God. Let me fix that.
Too many happy dads.
I know.
You got too happy.
I'm too happy of a dad right now. Florida concealed carry, open carry is going to be like somebody without insurance brake checking you and then you rear-ending them. It's still your fault, but you're dead. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't think it would work.
You
like
sit
that.
there and you pump fake me. You pull out this gun because I sat there and let you know I had one, and now I have nothing but the right to shoot you.
Yeah, but what if there was witnesses that was like that had a different story to it? You know what I'm saying?
You would only
Like,
hope, but then if it was Florida open carry, that witness, if they felt some type of way, would pull their gun.
back to
And
kind
now
of
you
what
got
I
a
said.
shootout.
Back to what I kind of said earlier. Bro, if you're pulling a gun, or if you're even gonna let someone know that you have a gun besides open carry, and
You should be ready to fire.
yes, there should be no reason that, like, if you have a gun tucked away and it comes out, there should be no reason that you're not shooting it.
You're telling me there won't be a shooting at There will immediately be shootings. Immediately.
Well, I mean, how often is fights up? You know what I'm saying?
Well, not even at but just in general, just a place where a lot
I
of young
don't think it's
people-
gonna
Seabreeze
cause problems,
Seabreeze is gonna be a fucking wet zone. Dude, there's still blood on the concrete from fights on Seabreeze. Imagine if everybody had guns. They have to do fucking metal detectors at the door now.
I mean, they do that.
I was gonna say, don't they do that at places? I mean, they pat you down or whatever, but now they're gonna
Okay,
start
but
having metal.
Imagine all the
You let it
creeps.
slide.
All the creeps that just walk down the street and they don't even go in the club.
They use the out-of-pocket pussy to shove their gun in there,
Hell yeah.
bring it all back. You know what I'm saying?
I use that one co-host hemorrhoid as a trigger lock.
Oh yeah.
Hell no. All right, let's close this thing out. We got way out of pocket.
Yeah, that was intense.
Well, what are our closing thoughts here, boys? Closing thoughts.
Let's make change instead of like I don't
What
know.
change do you want?
What change do I want? Bro, honestly, the people should not. We should be more voice. I mean, we do voice our own opinions and stuff like that, but again, all it would take is for us to agree on something, to be like, hey, we don't like that, and it fucking changes because they're the government, they have power, they have money, but like we're the ones who live here. We're the ones who
Are you
put in
gonna
the work
vote
every
this
day.
year?
I don't know. I don't usually vote.
Well, maybe you
It
should
hurts,
after
I know,
you said
it
that.
hurts.
That sounds pretty weird for you to say all that and then not vote.
Can you vote for yourself?
Yeah, you can write your name in.
All right, cool. I'm gonna start doing that
You're
every
not
year.
35.
No, that doesn't matter. You can still waste
Angel,
your vote.
closing thoughts.
Fuck, dude. Change. Bueno. The government does always overreach on anything, if anything.
Too much power.
Any it doesn't matter who they are, they most likely will overreach some shit. You can't please them all, but you can please yourself
The
every
majority.
night with a pocket pussy.
Out of pocket pussy.
Out of pocket pussy, and you'll have an experience.
Closing thoughts. If this law gets passed for open carry in Florida, let's take a moment for everybody to not carry and see how many people actually go out and carry. And then you can actually get a real open-minded view of like the people around you and how they feel about their society.
If that passes, can we have one while we're recording now?
I mean, honestly,
Because it's technically legal.
if you
I mean,
feel
we're
like
still in
it-
our own house, but
yeah. I mean, it's possible you could.
Wait, is this a bill or something we're voting on?
It's
'Cause
a law in Florida.
they got to vote on it.
We got
don't they?
recreational weed coming, and then we got open carry guns. So they're like either you can either get caught with both and go to jail, or you pick one or the other.
How? I don't understand how
Right,
we're going
wrap
to
it
be
up.
able to have open
Yep,
carry.
yep.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
and subscribe. Check out our YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify. Stay out of pocket. Coming at you live right now from my boy Angel, my boy J Bob, and I'm with you, Nick. Stay out of pocket.
we're in the void this episode.
Screaming in the void.
Screaming in the void. Just be the background.
Got voices screaming back.